What is up?
You got service subpoena for child support, huh? That was that nerve, huh? You ain't even get a chance to say a word, huh? I know I ain't tripping. Don't your brother got them birds, huh? You ready to bust you somebody?
Geez, we have a lot of stubs.
You know how to play it, huh? I know you ain't gonna let somebody come and punk you, huh? Stand in front you, huh? Straight up run you, huh? You know who got that fire, huh? You know how to use a triple beam, huh? It ain't hard as it seems, huh? You keep your body clean, huh? You got a lot of
Saturday night baseball set to come your way from the Lodo section of downtown Denver. Tonight, Game 2 of this 3-game weekend series between the Miami Marlins and the Colorado Rockies. The Rockies look to match the longest winning streak in baseball history. Coming up next.
Eeper.
Joe Random gets the start for Colorado in this one. Dan Plesac, what's the word on it?
Their ball club is going to have to keep a close eye on this one. This guy's nearing 200 innings on the season, and that's a lot of innings. The guy that...
What is your plan? Buying a catcher. I'm on the toilet already. Fu.
record on their rearview mirrors. But with every win, it gets further and further away. We could say this now. This is one of the greatest teams in the history of baseball.
And we remind you to please drive home safely.
Perfect summer afternoon for baseball. We welcome you to Coors Field. Today, the finale of this three-game week. Last half of this. $19-0 the final this afternoon.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, people of all ages, I go by the name of Phil Augusta Jackson. This is the Redondo tape. Shout out to Nick Lee. 6 months in Redondo, beach right by the condo. Oh my gosh, oh my casa. I'ma need my sushi pronto. Shooting star like a Cosmo. Make you move like a mambo. Spank a hater like a bongo. They be sleeping. Mono. Real sweet like a mango. Gets a taste to the tango. Strum it like a banjo. Then hit the sound in our sandos. Flow hot like a condo. Ain't no place that I can't go. On a mission like Rambo. Self-portrait like Van Gogh. My whole team really on deck. Chuck Norris, about to blow flex. Nike flow, about to get checks. Pump it up, about to get packs. G's work looking name Shrek. With the money, with the prime, respect on deck. Like a Porsche, move fast like a push. Got a beat like a horse, put flames like a torch. Now I'm riding up to 2. You would think I'm in the 6. Born Jan 26, 36, but I never the brick. When I shoot, I never brick. When I shoot it, swish. Fourth quarter, 10 on the clock. Follow through is in the wrist. I get it, I got it, I'm good. I'm about it, I get it, I got it, I'm good. I bought it, I get it, I got it, I'm good. I'm with it, I get it, I got it, I'm good. You dig it? Squad hustle like a relay. Run it back like a replay. No time for that he say. Got care about what she say. Self-care like eat, pray. Give thanks before I eat, pray. But tell a hater that I eat, pray. I'm like Miami where the heat say. Got the focus like a sensei. Had to carve it out my own way. You ain't got the answers like sway. Friday night just got paid. Bought a coat that's just suede. Leveled up like 12th grade. Sweetest type would call me Sade. Black Bandit, you could call me Blade. Work hard, play hard, that's a motto. Pop, pop, that's the sound of the pop, pop. Wake up, grind hard, full throttle. Supreme good, shout out to Aristotle. Team winning, it was kinda hard to swallow, but we all give thanks. Mahalo, it's all Medicare, we get it, and we gonna keep it up. We put the folders in our cup and just go. So, I get it, I got it, I'm good. I'm about it, I get it, I got it, I'm good. I bought it, I get it, I got it, I'm good. I'm with it, I get it, I got it, I'm good. You dig it, I get it, I got it, I'm good. I'm about it, I get it, I'm good. I bought it, I get it, I got it, I'm good. I'm with it, I get it, I got it, I'm good. You dig it?
Tuesday night baseball now from the home of the Astros, Minute Maid Park in Houston. Tonight, the first of 2 in this interleague matchup between the Colorado Rockies and the Houston Astros. Joe Random looks to push his all-time hit streak record to even greater heights. Next. Joe Random, the California-born right-hander, is on the mound. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Yeah, Matt, not a real good performance in his last one. Wasn't able to get out of the 4th inning.
Second inning set. $27-0 the final tonight. Colorado win for a division best 113th time. Joe Random wins for the 23rd time in this one, the top total in the league, as he allows only 2 hits over 9 full innings. Joe Random was hit hard to the tune of 7 earned as he takes the loss. So that will wrap things up. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our whole crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, head to theshow.com. First open to the year 2000. We're live inside Minute Maid Park here in downtown Houston. Today, the finale of this quick 2-game series between the Colorado Rockies and the Houston Astros. Joe Random looks to push his all-time hit streak
Pause
record.
watching.
Joe Random, the California-born right-hander, is on the mound. What's your take on him, Dan?
Yeah, Matt, he wasn't particularly good in his last one. He only pitched into the 3rd inning, but fortunately...
So now here... $28-0 the final this afternoon.
Wow.
Check it. A1, I ain't talking steak sauce. Run this now and I'm a great boss. Run this, it ain't for the weight loss. Matter of fact, tryna be the cake boss. Fill up the bag to the brim right there. Standing in the shine, make a dim right there. Gospel truth, yeah, the sin right there. That boy stay by the rim right there.
Sports psychology has really exploded as an industry over the last couple decades, but for baseball, the mental side of the game has been discussed for almost a century, maybe longer.
No, listen, it's the ultimate individual team sport, right? It's golf. At the end of the day, you're on an island, and that guy on the mound.
A player is entreated to keep developing the skills that are vital to his makeup.
For no pump fake, yeah, yeah. Everybody know y'all like the funk fake, yeah, yeah. They want sticking with me like some duct tape. Coming easy to me, do that in one take, yeah, yeah.
A truly gorgeous afternoon for baseball now from sunny Oracle Park in San Francisco. Today, a matchup out of the National League West between the Colorado Rockies and the San Francisco. Joe Random gets the start for San Francisco in this one. New inning set to get underway, and next will be the first-year shortstop, Ethan Conley, down the left field line.
You got it. Go two.
Around first, he's digging for second. And he will make it there as the Rockies are in business right away. It's a leadoff double. Top of the third. 17-0 the final this afternoon. The Rockies win for the 115th time to set the pace in the division. Joe Random takes the win on the mound, his second of the year, as he racked up 10 strikeouts in the effort. Time now for baseball from 24 Willie Mays Plaza in stunning Oracle Park.
Ball four, take the base.
So now here is Ethan Conley. And he's way off balance with the swing there. Danny Dero, this Giants team, as they begin play here this afternoon. They dropped another one last time. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Into the bleachers and gone.
Oh, man, it's so rare to see a guy put a 50.
Now here's the first offer. Down the left field line and hard hit.
Go two.
And the throw in gets away from him. And he will score now from first. And the throwing mistake there getting the ball in is going to wind up costing him. And now they'll get him at third.
Take your base.
Now the first pitch. A ground ball to third, and they could get two. Oh,
come on,
he can't come up with it.
He's good.
And those are plays that cost you ball games. You're already losing, and then you make an error like that to compound things. That's how things snowball on you.
That's ball four.
30-0 the final this afternoon. The Rockies earn their 116th win, tops in the division. Joe Random gets his 22nd win to lead the staff as he racked up 10 strikeouts in the effort.
The Giants thank you for attending today's game at Oracle Park.
A truly gorgeous afternoon for baseball. So now here is Ethan Conley, and he's been a big factor in the series, having driven in 6 runs on 6 hits. And a pitch out, nothing doing though, and that's ball 1.
Hey, make it yours.
Here's the 1-0. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. Into the bleachers and gone.
Well, if I was the manager, I would tell my pitchers to work around this guy. I mean, he's hit 3 home runs against them in this series. What more do they need to see? 4, 5? Jeez, enough is enough.
Take his hacks again. Ethan Conley blasted a 2-run homer in his last at-bat.
And that home run he hit his last.
Oh, and here's a drive. Well hit out to straightaway center. Gone! Ready to take his hacks again. Ethan Conley blasted a 2-run homer in his last at-bat. Runner going. There's a base hit on the line.
You're going.
And now it'll kick around in the corner. They'll extend their lead here as the runner scores from first. The throw pulls him off the bag.
Wow, this has been a memorable game, but for all the wrong reasons. They've given up a staggering 18 runs here, and they can't go home yet. Can you...
Now here's the first offering. Runner breaks for third. And that one yanked just foul. The 0-1 delivery. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center.
Round hard, you're scoring. You're scoring.
Random is there to make the catch and mercifully.
3.
Ethan Conley steps in once more as we look back at the big game he's already had. He got off to a fast start with 2 homers in the early going.
Hey, see you to rip it up there.
Hit hard towards center. And that's another base hit for him. He's on a tear in this one. So that puts the Rockies' leadoff hitter aboard to start the inning.
Dan, with that single, he's now 3/4.
Now an at-bat you don't want to miss. And here is Ethan Conley. And he needs just a triple for the cycle. So let's see if he can put one in the gap. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. It'll die on the warning track as the catch is made. And here comes the runner from third. 1 run is scored. And he is in there. So now into the box is Ethan Conley. Great game for him so far. 4 hits, including a couple of home runs. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. There's one. So now a guy making a lot of noise in this one. Ethan Conley has got his sights set on a 5-hit ball game here. Now he turns and smokes this one into deep center field. Catch is made. Runner tagging from third.
You're going.
1 run scores. And the second run will score as well. So now a guy making a lot of noise in this one. Ethan Conley. He's got his sights set on a 5-hit ball game here. Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble.
Round it. More dig, you
score.
score.
And the runner is in from second. And he's in safely at third, as they also score a pair of runs on the play. So there it is. He's hit for the cycle.
Oh, man, he's been just awesome to watch in this one, guys. I mean, a cycle is such a rarity, and it's one of the...
Tons of runs in this one. The Rockies win for a division-leading 117th time. Joe Random wins for a team-leading 23rd time as he tosses a complete game one-hitter. Joe Random allowed 7 earned runs to cross the plate in the losing effort. So that'll do it for us. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. Sunday afternoon baseball on the show as we welcome you inside Oracle Park in San Francisco. Joe Random will be the man on the mound for the G-Man. Into the box.
Take your base.
Yeah, and we knew he was in a groove from the first inning, and he just kept this thing rolling and rolling and rolling. They couldn't get anything going against him. A dominant performance with a complete game.
Yeah. Travis, where the drums at? Don't you see them? Every time I light one up. Don't you see them?
He's playing well, and he looks like he's got something to prove. Mike Lowell, tell me, why does it matter the beginning of your career? Why does it matter for a young player to have early success in the majors?
Well, I think everyone wants to make a good first impression. That's the most important thing.
Yeah.
And I think confidence brings future success. I don't think there's anyone who walks into a major league clubhouse for the first time and knows they are going to have success. I think you can have confidence in your ability, but I think that initial success brings confidence, and then that confidence brings more success. So getting off to a good start, making that good first impression, I think is so much better than getting off to a bad start. So it opens eyes. I think it opens up opportunities, and it makes that leash a little longer for your organization to make decisions on you.
From the corner of 20th and Blake, Joe Random will be on the mound for the Rocks. Dan Plesac, what's the... Stepping up is Ethan Conley. He runs a hit streak that currently sits at 6 games entering play. Here's a fly ball, well hit. And he gets there, makes the running play, and that... Stepping in next, Ethan Conley. He flew out in his last debut. He's set, here it comes. He jumps on this one. It's high and deep to center.
Ball 4, take your base.
here is Ethan Conley. Comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier.
Yeah, Matt, that last one wasn't exactly a tape measure shot, but listen,
go hard, go,
a
go,
home
go,
run
go.
is a home run. I know a lot of pitchers, they call that a wall scraper in his last AB, but listen,
come on, dig, you're scoring.
Run nonetheless.
Conley takes the turn at third. He wants it all. As they extend their lead even further.
Boy, the home fans are loving that inside the Parker. Looked like he was carrying it.
Now it'll be Ethan Conley. He's already got 4 RBIs in this one. And now the first pitch. Hit in the air to straightaway center.
Come on, come on, come on, come on.
And no trouble for him as he makes the catch to end the inning. Another good inning for the Rockies. And Ethan Conley stands in looking for home run number 3 right here as you see what he's done so far in this one. Line hard and deep down the left field line. But a foul ball here, 0-1. Here it comes. Hit sharply on the ground to the left. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is aboard.
You think he's not setting the tone for this series right there? Third knock of the night.
So the next to bat will be Ethan Conley, runner in scoring position with 2 guys. First offering on its way. Oh, now here's a drive out to the alley.
Make your turn, go, make your turn.
And the runner will score from second. Runner around second now.
Come on,
headed for
come on.
third. Conley takes the turn at third. He wants it all. He'll score easily as they extend their lead even further. 27-0 the final tonight. The Colorado Rockies earned their 119th win, most in the division. Joe Random gets his team-leading 21st win of the year with 15 strikeouts. Joe Random lasted only an inning in the losing effort. The show comes to you live from the Mile High City in Coors Field. Up next, Ethan Conley takes his first trip to the plate here, fresh off a 4-hit ball game a night ago. Hammered the other way to deep right field. And that'll get down out there near the wall. And this throw gets away from him.
You're scoring.
Conley takes the turn at third. He wants it all. The tag, and he's safe as they push their lead to 3 now.
Wow, somebody break out the oxygen tank because he was booking all the way around for the triple. But then the throwing here.
So next to bat will be Ethan Conley. Tripled and later scored first time around. Swing, and there it goes. He got all of that ball into the bleachers and gone. So a 2-run shot to left center. Home run number 56 on the year as they've widened this lead to 8 now. I'm sure you know it's coming after that bomb. That's right. Let's check it out on Show Track. And as the numbers come in, we see it was projected at over 450 feet. An incredible home run to watch. Ready to take his hats again, Ethan Conley lasted a 2-run homer in his last at-bat. Swinging a ground ball to third. And this is past him at third, down the line. It's a fair ball. Onto the shortstop, but thrown away. And this, of course, is a ballpark that yields a lot of doubles as we take a look at the team leaders for the most 2-base hits this year.
Take your base.
Next to hit is Ethan Conley. And if you've been following along, you know he needs only the single to complete the cycle. Hit hard to short.
Come on, dig, go hard. Keep going.
This ball's down for extra bases. And the runner will score from second. Oh, but the feed to the shortstop is off the mark. Now both men are across the score. And the stuck in a pickle between third base and home. And he'll be tagged out as he got caught between third. Making his way to the plate once again, Ethan Conley. And he's got the tough ones out of the way. Only a single, and he'll have the cycle. Now, oh my, this ball is crushed. Look at it go. And bye-bye, that one's gone into the bleachers. A three-run shot down the line in left, his second of the game, as they just continue to pour it on here. So batting practice continues here today. Last half of the seventh here, and coming forward now is the shortstop, Ethan Conley. On a line, that's a base hit into left field. And now it'll rattle up against the wall. And now Gracious, just getting the ball back into the infield is becoming a problem.
As we take a look at the replay here, you can see that it was...
Next to the plate and working on a fantastic game, Ethan Conley. He has 7 runs driven into his name so far. Here's a swing and a long drive high in the air and deep to center field. Gone! It's a grand slam! So he will touch them all on the grand slam, his 3rd home run of the ball game as the blowout continues. Tons of runs in this one. Colorado pick up win number 120, tops in the division. Joe Random notches his 3rd win of the year. Joe Random was unable to work out of the 2nd inning as he suffered with the loss. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan MLB. Well, the ball should be jumping in this one. We're ready for daytime. Next up is Ethan Conley, and they're runners at the corners now. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Swing, and there it goes. Deep to left. No chance at bringing this one back. Into the bleachers, and gone.
And with one swing at a bat, he shows you why he's...
Digging in next, Ethan Conley. Off to a fine start in this one after launching a homer his first time up. Now a swing and a deep drive to left. And it ain't coming back. Into the bleachers and gone. A solo shot here to left. His 2nd home run of the game as this lead got even. Now to the plate. Tons of runs in this one. The Colorado Rockies.
Don't worry, you're gonna be happy. Keep working today. That smile will come one day. Don't worry, you're gonna be happy. Keep fighting today. That smile will come one day. Muffins come for free. When you get it free, you will lose it freely. So you better know, work hard is the best way. Muffins come for free. When you get it free, you will lose it freely. So you better know, work hard is the best way. Let your hope come from fight and go through your darkness. You will find your light. Don't worry, you gotta be happy. Keep working today. That smile will come one day. Don't worry, you gotta be happy. Keep fighting today. That smile will come one day.
dry summer night in the Rocky Mountains.
3.
At the plate now. Tons of runs in this one. The Rockies took the lead in the second inning and rode that until the very end. Joe Random earns his team-leading 24th victory of the year, turning in a very strong complete game effort. Joe Random struggled and gets the loss after giving up 6 earned. So that's a wrap for us in this one. Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, Matt Vasgersian, we all thank you for watching Major League Baseball on MLB Network. On a dry summer night in the Rocky Mountains, MLB Network comes at you live. So here is...
Take your bait.
(26-0) the final tonight. The Rockies came out swinging with a huge first inning that really set them up well. Joe Random earns his 25th win to lead the league and mark him down for 17 strikeouts to boot. Joe Random couldn't get out of the first in this one as he takes the loss. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney down on the field, and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. Thanks for watching MLB Network. From the corner of 20th and Blake, live at... Tons of runs in this one. The Rockies.
Cliff, what adjustments should a young hitter be making now that he's facing major league level pitching?
Well, the one thing you have to do is know your strengths. And once you know your strengths, you can. But I always said stay away from your weaknesses and sort of understand what your strengths were. Mine was a fastball. So why look for anything other than the fastball?
I got newfound vision. Moving so fast you missed it. I might just disappear. Feel like I skip thinking. I ain't got to fear. I can risk losing it. What are the benefits? Or should I hold it tight? Turn my clutches instead of just letting it go. I'd have been wrong before, but the fact it wasn't that long ago. I even hit the bottom low, but that was just part of my growth. My heart's always broke.
Not exactly ideal baseball conditions with the rain coming down, but first pitch is...
That's ball 4. Ball 4. Take your bait.
Wow, not only are complete games rare in this day and age of Major League Baseball, but a complete game shutout. This guy was in total command from the first inning through the ninth. Totally dominant in this one.
26-0 the final tonight. The Rockies earn road victory number 60 on the season. Joe Random with his 4th win this season, and it's a dandy, a complete game, 3-hit performance. Joe Random was hit hard to the tune of 7 earned as he takes the loss. So that will wrap things up. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our whole crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, head to theshow.com. are set to bring you baseball from one of the crown jewels of the sport, venerable Wrigley Field in Chicago. Tonight, it's a compelling matchup of two division leaders between the Colorado Rockies and the Chicago Cubs. Joe Random looks to push his all-time hit streak record to even greater heights. Next, Joe Random is on the mound for Game 2. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a look at a guy that's really been struggling lately. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of over 1.50. Lots of base runners, lots of hits, and lots of walks, and that doesn't add up to very good performances. So he's going to look to turn things around in this one here today.
Your attention, please.
Tons of runs in this one. The Colorado Rockies jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Joe Random earns his team leading 24th victory of the year as he struck out 13 in this one. Joe Random couldn't get out of the first in this one as he takes the loss. So that'll do it for us. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to the new website, theshow.com. Doesn't get much better than this. Afternoon. And now, Ethan Conley, and he's a strong candidate for Rookie of the Year honors. If he can avoid a collapse here in the final months, it's been a great first campaign in the big leagues for him so far.
That hit him. He's got first.
Tons of runs in this one. The Colorado Rockies jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back.
You gotta go to court, you got service subpoena for child support, that was that nerve, you ain't even get a chance to say a word, I know I ain't tripping, don't your brother got them birds, you ready to bust you somebody, you ain't scared, you know how to play it, I know you ain't gonna let somebody come and punk you, stand in front you, straight up run you, you know who got that fire, you know how to use a triple beam, it ain't hard as it seems, you keep your body clean, you got a lot of your bold jeans, some of your partners, you don't really want to mess with them clowns, you come up with them clowns, you stuck with them clowns, you a big cheese, you got a block on the body, you made it a cheese, you tell them home with you inspire, you know what it is, you make nothing out of something, you handle your business, you don't be crying, and it's something you vest, huh? You trying to protect your chest, huh? You spend 70 on your bins, huh? And ain't sure that's for your friends, huh? You won't stop these heads from playing with you, huh? You won't run the block, huh? You won't be the last one with rocks, huh? You keep it, huh? You count the money at the end of the night, huh?
And a welcome inside Dodger Stadium here in Los Angeles. Today, a matchup out of the National League West between the Colorado Rockies and the Los Angeles Dodgers. Joe Random looks to push his all-time hit streak record to even greater heights. Next. Joe Random gets the start for Los Angeles in this one. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, thanks, Matty V. This guy here is a basic three-pitch mix guy. Fastball, curveball, change, primarily fastball changeup guy. He'll use the curveball to effect, but one of the things he needs to do, locate his fastball to give himself a chance to use that good changeup and his curveball. Yeah, and we knew he was in a groove from the first inning, and he just kept this thing rolling and rolling and rolling. They couldn't get anything going against him. A dominant performance with a complete game shutout. 22-0 the final this afternoon. The Rockies led this game from the third inning on and never wavered. Joe Random wins for the league-leading 26th occasion. Joe Random couldn't work out of the third inning, taking the loss. So that will wrap things up. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our whole crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, head to theshow.com. Well, the Santa Ana winds are kicking, leaving us nothing but clear skies over Dodger Stadium in L.A. Today, it's Game 2 of a three-game weekend set between the Colorado Rockies and the Los Angeles Dodgers. Joe Random looks to push his all-time hit streak record to even greater heights. Next. Joe Random, the California-born right-hander, is on the mound. What do we need to know here, Danny? Hey, Matt, we're getting a look at a guy that's really been struggling lately. In his last three starts, he has a whip of over 1.50. Lots of base runners, lots of hits, and lots of walks, and that doesn't add up to very good for him.
4-4, take the base.
$15-0 the final in this one. The Colorado Rockies sent 5 balls over the wall to come out on top in this one. Joe Random wins for a team-leading 23rd time with 15 strikeouts. Joe Random allowed 7 earned runs to cross the plate in the losing effort. So that'll do it for us. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to the new website, theshow.com. A fine Sunday here in the City of Angels. Joe Random starts the game on the mound for the third and final game of the series. Now into the box, Ethan Conley. First shot for him here as he enters play, currently leading the senior circuit in batting.
This guy's having a really good year for his
All
age,
right,
but
hang
this
on,
is
hang on.
something
Right
we've
there,
seen
right
a
here.
lot lately. Young players coming up and impacting the lineup.
All set for the 12-0, the rather convincing shutout final score.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, people of all ages, I go by the name of Phil Augusta Jackson. This is the Redondo tape. Shout out to Nick Lee.
Case, if I can, I want to follow up on one of the most exciting young players in the league. He's had a good run. What are you seeing lately?
Well, I think the biggest thing that I'm seeing is confidence. You know, this guy has developed the correct way, and he's up there, and he's playing at a high level. He's got big-time confidence, mental toughness, too. You don't get to that level without being mentally tough. This kid's showing absolutely
like a banjo, then hit the sign in our sandals. Flow hot like a condo, ain't no place that I can't go. On a mission like Rambo, self-portrait like Van Gogh. My whole team really on deck. Chuck Norris about to bow flex. Lucky Flow about to get checks. Pump it up, about to get back. These work like a name Shrek. With the money, with the pound, respect on deck like a Porsche move fast.
MLB The Show has baseball from the Lone Star State as we get a look inside Globe Life Field. Tonight, the opener of a 3-game series between the Colorado Rockies and the... Joe Random gets the call for Game 1 of the series. What's your take on him, Dan?
It's not an easy thing to do to pitch as a...
The final tonight. The Rockies jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Joe Random wins for the 25th time in this one, the top total on the team, striking out 12 in the process. MLB The Show is on the air as we come at you this evening from Globe Life Field in Arlington. Tonight, Game 2 of this 3-game series between the Colorado Rockies and the Texas Rangers. Joe Random looks to push his all-time hit streak record to even greater heights. Next. Joe Random will be on the bump for Game 2 of the series. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, you take a look at that ERA.
And stepping in, Ethan Day leading the National League in hitting this year.
There's a lot of ways to get on base. Base hit, a walk, hit by...
Meanwhile here, this ball's given a pretty good ride out to deep left field. And that is going to clear the wall. A home run.
Well, it's obvious they didn't change their scouting report after yesterday's game. He had 2 bombs yesterday and...
Next to stand in is Ethan Conley, and we'll see what he can do here after going deep his first time up.
Yeah, Matt, going back to that last at-bat when he hit the homer, that was a fastball that was up in the zone. This guy likes the ball up in the zone, so if I'm on the mound right now, I'm thinking try to keep the ball at the knees and below. He doesn't handle that low pitch quite as well.
In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Random, the runner at third. Random on second. Random at first with no outs. Grounder down the line at third.
Pick up the ball. Stay right here. Stay right here. On the
and
bag.
He'll reach first as they can't make the play on him.
Good job.
And time will be called here as the pitching coach heads out to the mound and hopefully try and settle this guy down a bit.
He's out.
Now at the plate. tons of runs in this one. Colorado with a big total of 22 hits.
3 hours and 59
Joe
minutes.
Random wins for the 25th time in this one, the top total on the team, racking up 14 Ks in doing so. Joe Random was hit hard to the tune of 7 earned as he takes the loss. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show. Afternoon baseball now from the... And now here is... 22-0 the final this afternoon. Evening baseball on tap from beautiful Coors Field here in the capital city of Denver, Colorado. Tonight, a battle of two first-place squads between the Atlanta Braves and the Colorado Rockies. Ethan Conley, the league's leading hitter, continues his march toward the National League batting crown. Next, Joe Random will be on the mound for the series opener. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, we're going to get a chance to look at one of the elite pitchers in the game right now. As a matter of fact, this guy's got a shot to win the Cy Young in the National League. One of the things he does very well, he establishes the strike zone and he pitches deep into games.
Hey now, 3, you're
Now at the plate is Ethan. 18-0 the final tonight. The Rockies jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Joe Random earns his team leading 24th victory of the year, and it's a dandy, a complete game, 3-hit performance. Joe Random couldn't get out of the first in this one as he takes the loss. So that will wrap things up. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our whole crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, head to theshow.com. nice summer night in the Rocky Mountains. MLB Network comes at you live from Coors Field in downtown Denver. Tonight, Game 2 of this 4-game weekend. Joe Random is on the mound for Game 2. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
This ought to be a fun one, Matty V. We're getting a chance to look at a guy right now that's having a breakout year. As a matter of fact.
Next, it'll be Ethan Conley. His performance at the plate's given this team a major offensive boost and put him in strong contention for the batting title.
Yeah, talking to the manager before the game, without this rookie just stepping up and fighting for a batting title, I don't think this team is in the playoff hunt. He has had a monster season and look forward to a promising career.
Well, boys, these Braves, as they take the field here tonight, they come into this one in need of some kind. There's a swing and a missile sent out to center field. Center fielder looking up. Out of here into the visitors' bullpen. So a 3-run blast to deep. So stepping in is Ethan Conley. Off to a fine start in this one after launching a homer his first time up.
Boy, this guy right here in that last AB, how about straightaway center field? He hits a bomb, and as a pitcher, you're trying to pitch to the big part of the ballpark, but a guy like this, if he has pop to hit it out this.
Oh, hang on now. This ball is crushed into left field, and this one ain't coming back. This ball is gone. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left, his second of the game, as they've widened this lead to 8 now. Sure, you know it's coming after that bomb. That's right. Let's check it out on ShowTrack. And as the numbers come in, we see it was projected at over 450 feet. An incredible home run to watch. Ready to take his hacks again. Ethan Conley blasted a 2-run homer in his last at-bat. Now a bunt attempt here. Random is there, and how... Now at the plate, Ethan Conley. He's got 2 hits on the day, and in the heat of the race for the batting title, that's exactly the kind of line he wants to have.
But you see the look in this guy's eye when he comes to the plate.
And we'll just leave it there as they make the... Next to dig in, Ethan Conley. He's 2 for 4 in this one. First pitch on the way. Back up the middle.
You're going.
Just elude his outstretched glove for a base hit. 1 run is scored. Second now, but he's safe as 2 runs come across to score away from the play. Now 3 runs are in.
Hey now, 3.
Winning streak record in their rearview mirrors. But with every win, it gets further and further away. We could say this now. This is one of the greatest teams in the history of baseball.
16-0 the final tonight. The Rockies jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Joe Random gets his team leading 21st win of the year as he struck out 13 in this one. Joe Random permitted 6 earned runs to come across in the losing effort. So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. For my partners Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. This has been a special presentation of MLB Network. Good night, everybody. Summer night in the Rocky Mountains. MLB Network comes at you live from Coors Field in downtown Denver. Tonight it's the third of this 4-game weekend series between the Atlanta Braves and the Colorado Rockies. Ethan Conley looks to gain ground in the race for a National League batting crown. Next. And now in the box, Ethan Conley. His performance at the plate's given this team a major offensive boost and put him in strong contention for the batting title.
And he's got a chance to collect some serious hardware, individually and team-wise. If everything goes according to plan and he finishes strong, this team's going to play in October. And once you get to October, anything can happen.
Here comes the 1-0. Hit hard on the ground at third. He's right there. Oh, but it's thrown away at second.
All right, come on, baby.
And how about the recovery here as they get him at second base, so forget it. Stepping in once again is Ethan Conley. He bounced out last time up.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result as his last at-bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too.
And now Gracious just getting the ball back into the infield is becoming a problem. Fortunately, however, the third baseman's able to run it down. Wow. And the screen shows the...
That's ball 4.
Ready now is Ethan Conley. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. First offering on its way. Swung on, but it's pulled foul wide of third.
Pitcher on the mound has to find a way to minimize damage right here. Gotta believe he's willing to trade 2 outs for a run.
Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. There's a swing and a high drive into left center field. A ball that's carrying, but he can't get it as it's off the wall. 1 run scores. And he's safe. Now the third man has scored. A diving tag, and he's out at home plate. Oh, he just did manage to hang on to the baseball.
There's a perfect example. You want to applaud somebody being aggressive on the base pass and playing the game with the hair on fire. But the bottom line is you have to pick up your third base coach. He was giving him the stop sign all day long. So to get thrown out at the dish right there, and honestly, it wasn't even close, is just selfish.
Striding in is Ethan Conley. He's got 2 hits on the day, and in the heat of the race for the batting title, that's exactly the kind of line he wants to have.
But you see the look in this guy's eye when he comes to the plate. 2 hits isn't enough. He's getting greedy up at the plate. He knows what's at stake. He wants a batting crown.
A swing and a drive sent down toward the gap. Into the bleachers and gone.
Boy, talk about when you're hot, you're hot. Gets 2.
Take the base. 3.
Ready to take his hats again. Ethan Conley blasted a 2-run homer in his last at-bat. Hard liner to center field. Random finds some space out there.
3.
Man, they've already put the all-time winning streak record in their rearview mirrors. But with every win, it gets further and further away. We can say this now. This is one of the greatest teams in the history of baseball.
15-0 the final in this one. The Rockies swung the bats well with 16 hits. Joe Random records his 26th of the year and recording 16 strikeouts along the way. Joe Random was unable to work out of the second inning as he settled with the loss. So that's a wrap for us here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac and Heidi Watney on the field, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB Network. Have a good night, everybody. It's a cloudy day here in the Rocky Mountains, but we've got baseball from Coors Field in Denver. Today we wrap up this 4-game weekend series between the Atlanta Braves and the Colorado. Joe Random is on the mound for the Rockies in this one. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, this guy's what every manager loves, right? He eats up innings. Over 200 innings on the season already, and we don't see...
Next up, Ethan Conley. His performance at the plate's given this team a major offensive boost and put him in strong contention for the batting title.
Yeah,
There's a swing and a drive, and everybody back and watch that one fly. A no-doubt home run. So a two-run shot to left center, so he just continues to club the baseball at an alarming rate as the Rockies have taken a 4-0 lead. I'm sure you know what's coming after that bomb. That's right, let's check it out on Showtrack, and as the numbers come in, we see it was projected at over 450 feet. An incredible home run to watch. Next, it'll be Ethan Conley. He hit a two-run homer first time up.
Well, Matty, we know he's got the timing on the fastball locked.
Oh, hold on here. Well hit into deep left center, and I don't think this one's coming back. No siree. This one is gone. Next to hit, Ethan Conley. 2 home runs in 2 at-bats so far, and looking to add to that
One
here.
time, right now, let's go.
Set and the pitch. Swung on, and this ball is absolutely crushed. Forget about it. Into the bleachers and gone. Now to the plate, Ethan Conley. 3 for 3 on the day and turning in yet another big performance in the midst of a race for the batting crown.
And I guarantee you
And now meanwhile, here's a ball headed out toward deep left center field, and this is going to clear the wall, a home run.
That hit. He's got first.
So now to the plate, Ethan Conley. Runner in scoring position with Sugan.
Yeah, he absolutely torched the fastball his last time. Pretty much
swung on and hit pretty well out to deep left field. And it's gone. Ready to take his hacks again, Ethan Conley. Lasted a 2-run homer in his last at-bat. Oh, and he gets a hold of this one as it's in the air to deep left. Does he have another one? He does. It's another home run.
Ball 4, take your base.
Your attention, please.
So next to hit is Ethan Conley.
And that home run he hit his last time up, he isn't going to forget about any time soon. He absolutely destroyed the fastball.
And that's through for a hit. Onto the shortstop, but thrown away. And he's in safely to third as a run will score on the play as well.
Well, that's the difference between a harmless error and a costly one. With the bases empty, it doesn't hurt that much, but with a man on, that allows a run to score.
Tons of runs in this one. The Colorado Rockies bang out. 20.
Yeah. Travis, where the drums at? Every time I light one up, don't you see them? I hop in my car. Don't you see them? I'm gonna hear something. Rolling down the street in it. Pair of Chucks got my feet in it. Whole pound, no 6 in it. Bring the Khalifa.
On the cusp of the postseason, and you know it can, atmosphere changes as you get closer and you get closer. What are the telltale signs of its approach?
You know, fans start coming out, they start wearing the colors. You get to see more and more people at the ballpark. It just becomes a more livelier place. And I think that's, you know, when you come to a ballpark and there's 4,000 people, and you come to the ballpark and there's 40,000 people, no matter what kind of day you had, you still want to go out there and perform. And I think when you have, like I said, 40,000 people, ooh, there's nothing like it.
Now from Coors Field in Denver, MLB Network is matchup in store for you here. Digging in will be nothing is the final in this one. Colorado Rockies post home win number 70 on the season. Joe Random wins for a league best 28th time and records a complete game two-hitter in doing so. Joe Random struggled and gets the loss after giving up 6 earned. So that's a wrap for us in this one. Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, Matt Vasgersian, we all thank you for watching Major League Baseball on MLB Network. See you next time. Tuesday Night Baseball from Denver, Colorado and Coors Field. Tonight, a matchup of teams at opposite ends of the division between the San Francisco Giants and the Colorado Rockies. Ethan Conley. His performance at the plate's given this team a major offensive boost. And put him in. 17-0 the final tonight. The Rockies took the lead in the second inning.
A player is encouraged to get all he can out of his given talents.
Don't worry, you're gonna be happy. Keep working today, that smile will come one day. Don't worry, you're gonna be happy. hurting today, that smile will come one day. Muffins come for free. When you get it free, you will lose it freely. So you better know, work hard is the best way. Muffins come for free. When you get it free, you will lose it freely. So you better know, work hard is the best way. Let your hope come from fight and go through your darkness. You'll find your light. Don't worry, you gotta be happy.